everybody, it is me, Rachel. So with the new Kingdom Hearts Unchained X game, on their mobile device they can get on Android or Apple, they released a update in the game of like, you know how in my last video it had a DIY of the Halloween themed? Well, this one is a Christmas themed. Oh my gosh, I love the decorations that is in the home menu. Y'all definitely should check it out. I'll show you a bit of a clip here. Alright, so you can see that one little wreath that's right there on a wall of the home of a little house. That is the wreath that we are going to be making today, along with the garland that's shown around it. Beautiful Christmas lights, beautiful ornaments that are around it, so we're definitely going to be doing that. It's surprising that that wreath is the only wreath that I see in the game. So let's go ahead and make these things. So I went to the Dollar Tree, and for just $1 they had these tubes filled with 15 ornaments inside, and I thought it was perfect. So they didn't actually have any blue ornaments, so I just got blue acrylic paint and I'm just dabbing it onto the ornament. But if you go up and down like this, it just kind of smears and just doesn't really apply on the ornament. So I'm just dabbing it onto the ornaments. I'm going to have 15 blue ornaments, and I know my sponge brush is quite big, but that's all that I had at the moment. So if you guys have like a sponge brush, go ahead and use that. That's the best way to dab some paint onto the ornaments, as you can see. So with the ornament wet still with the paint, it was hard for my hand to get a good grip on the ornament without my fingers touching the paint. So I found a solution, and I bought a ton of these green, very bendable hooked wires that you're supposed to use to hook your ornaments on a Christmas tree. But because it's so bendable, I just had to, this is going to be an easy way for me to grip onto the ornament and actually hang them to let them dry, and for me to actually attach them to my wreath and my garland as well. Now for the ornaments that are in the game, which was yellow, white, red, and blue, at the store the closest thing to yellow was the gold, and then for the white they had silver, but the silver actually looks pretty white, and of course the red and the blue I have. So making sure that each ornament is also going to have its very own green hook, because again, this is how we are going to really attach these green hooks onto the green garland and the wreath, because it will perfectly blend in and it's really bendable. This is really going to help attach them off. And then for the wreath itself and the ornaments, just make sure that you have them in a pattern with the colors and nicely in order, but also make sure that the ornaments were aligned to each other from the right side of the wreath and the left side of the wreath. And for the rest of the ornaments that I have, I made sure to scatter them and put them in the correct color order on my garland here. Before attaching it on the garland, I just really want to make sure I had enough that would complete from the top of the garland to the bottom of the garland. And I gave each one of them a hook as well. And then, with the blue ornaments finally done drying, I made sure to grab each of the 15 ornaments that I had and made sure to place them evenly on the garland and for enough to be placed on my wreath. Now you know where you want your ornaments to be. Here I'm going to show you how we're going to attach all the ornaments on the wreath. And as you can see here, on the back of each wreath should have a thick wire on the back, and this is how I'm going to place the ornaments on tightly. So with the green bendable wire, it's easy for me to tie it up and bend it inside the wreath as it's shown here. But if you have something like this blue ornament right here, I'm going to show you, if you tie the ornament onto the stem of the garland like that, you'll see the green wire and the ornament's just going to be dangling like that. I don't want the ornaments to be dangling like that. In the game it shows just the balls, standing out, popping like these are. So that's why I think it's important to attach your ornaments onto the wire and not the stem of the garland. Now, just like how we attached the ornaments onto the wire, I did the same thing with the bow. I just attached it to the wire on the back of the garland with the wreath, and the ribbon I actually purchased at Walmart for 98 cents, so definitely check that out. And then I bought some red ribbon to go along with the bow and to go around the wreath, just like the game. And apparently I accidentally bought a transparent, which is like a see-through ribbon. So I found a solution. I'm going to twist it into little curls very nicely and gently, so that way it can give it some layers so it doesn't look so transparent. Plus, in the game, it shows that the ribbon that goes around the wreath is very thin. So this is definitely going to help make it look thin and just nice and curly too. Makes it look nice, pretty. Just keep it a little bit loose so you can definitely see those curls as you place it around the wreath. Now, to really show you, I just tied it in the back of the wreath over here to get a head start and just start going all around the wreath. I did not apply any hot glue doing this. I just put it around all of the little garland there. And so here's the little tricky part that I have to show you here. So with the curls that is on the top side going around the wreath, eventually needs a place to stop. And so the rest of the ribbon's going to be straight, of course, but to keep a tight knot so I can have it in place for the curls where it can stop being like right there. I don't know how to explain it. I'm sorry. But yeah, so here, this is how I'm going to make a knot at the spot where I want it to stop with the curls. So now it's holding the curls in place. Yeah. So here's the knot. It's going to be all curly up there. Make sure it's loose before you tie it in a knot. Don't make it too loose though, but yeah, you know what I mean anyways. And so the rest of it's going to be straight. And you're just going to use the rest of this straight part of the ribbon, which is funny. That's all that was left in the ribbon that I purchased. That was it. I finished the whole thing. Crazy, I know. Anyways, so just go ahead and slip it right through the wreath, and then you're able to pull it out in the back and just go ahead and tie it somewhere back there of your wreath, and don't, you know, kind of hide it there too, and it will be done. Hooray! I know it took some time, but it actually worked, and it looks just like the game. Honestly, I just can't believe how something so small in the game, you know, comes to life in the real world. It just makes my day, really. Something is in my room that came from the game. Amazing. You guys are going to love it too. But hold on now. Let's not forget about the garland. So here I'm just fluffing it out to make it look nice and filled instead of it looking so flat. And then I found some rainbow lights around my house and I just wrapped it around the garland and then plugged it up to the nearest outlet and just started placing it on top of the fireplace all nice and neat and even. And then with some of the ornaments that I have, I started placing them inside the garland, tying it up to the garland. But be sure that you tie the ornaments around just the garland. Don't really wrap it around the Christmas lights, the wire of the Christmas lights, you know, because don't do it. I wouldn't do it. I just will put it nice and neat in order right here like that. And here are the complete and final results of the Kingdom Hearts Unchained X garland and Christmas themed, and oh, it's just so beautiful. I can't believe it. It's actually here in the living room, all nicely decorated by me, you know? Like, it's just so nice seeing things that I've made and brought to life and give it some love, and for me to share this with you guys. I want y'all to experience this too, knowing that you're making this with your own hands and it's actually the real thing and it's actually in your house from the game, and it's so lovely, so nice. It's definitely going to warm up your home for the Christmas holidays, for your family and friends to really snuggle up to by the fire and enjoy. What am I talking about? Maybe some of your friends don't really snuggle up to a fire. but here it looks, this is here at night of what it looked like. So thank you. I want to say thank you to everyone who's actually watched this tutorial all the way up from here. It took me a while, but I got to be finished, you know? So thank you again. Really means a lot, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If y'all enjoyed, definitely check out some of my other videos. And I did make another Kingdom Hearts game kind of decorations, but that was the Halloween edition. So if you like it, check it out. If you enjoy me, subscribe. Definitely like the video if you thought it was pretty awesome. And share with your friends, please. It will make my day. And y'all have a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays, Happy New Year's. Bye. Why? Why? You just can't stay on, can you? Make it easier for me. Oh, come here. Oh my gosh, I can't. Go away. I'm done. Do you remember where I put the lights? Oh, here it is. Hold it. Whatever you do, don't buy glass.